Hello students, welcome back. This is the continuation of the last topic, pollution. Today let us see water pollution. What is water pollution? Water pollution means any undesirable changes that takes place in the uh, properties of water which harmfully affects the living organisms. That is what is called air pollution. Water pollution occurs when harmful substances are released into the water in large quantities, which cause damage to people, wildlife, or habitat, or indirectly into water bodies without proper treatment to remove harmful compounds. Water pollution affects plants and organisms living in the bodies of water, and in almost all cases, the effect is damaging either to individual species and also to the biological communities. We know due to water pollution, fishes, animals lives inside the water may harmfully affects not only the living organisms in the water, but also it indirectly affects the human life, right? So, what are the effects of water pollution? Water pollution is a major problem in the global context. It has been suggested that it is the leading worldwide cause of deaths and diseases, and that it accounts for the deaths of more than 14,000 people daily. See, due to water pollution, 14,000 people may die daily. Can you imagine the uh, intensity of water pollution? An estimated 7 million Indians have no access to a proper toilet, and 1,000 Indian children die of diarrhea sickness every day. Diarrhea sickness. That you know. Contaminated water, if you take contaminated water, the after effect is diarrhea. Some of them may lead to lethality. Some 90% of China's cities suffer from some degree of water pollution, and nearly 500 million people lack access to safe drinking water. Around two-thirds one-third of our land is covered with, or two-thirds of our land is covered with water. Water everywhere, but there is no drinking water. This is the situation nowadays. What are the contents? Introduction, what is water pollution, different types of water pollution, health impact of water pollution, how do we prevent water pollution, removal of water pollutants or removal of pollutants from wastewater treatment, and that is the conclusion. These are all the contents in this topic. So comprising over 70% of the Earth's surface, water is undoubtedly the most precious natural resource that exists in our planet. Water is the elixir of life that we know. Water is the elixir of life. Without the seemingly invaluable compound comprised of hydrogen and oxygen, life on Earth would be non-existent. It is essential for everything in our planet to grow and prosper. Although we as humans recognize this fact, we disregard it by polluting our river, lakes and ocean. Subsequently, we are slowly but surely harming our planet to the point where organisms are dying at a very alarming rate. In addition to innocent organisms dying off, our drinking water has become greatly affected, as is our ability to use water for recreational purposes. In order to combat water pollution, we must understand the problems and become part of the solution. So this is the, I will give you a brief introduction about water pollution. So we are wasting water, we are polluting water, but it is an elixir of life. Without water, no living beings can survive in our planet, Earth, right? So what is water pollution? The toxic substances enter lakes, streams, rivers, oceans and other water bodies. they get dissolved or lie suspended in water or get deposited on the bed. This results in the pollution of water, whereby the quality of the water deteriorates, affecting aquatic ecosystem. Pollutants can also seep down and affect the groundwater deposits. Then what are the different types of water pollution? There are mainly two types. One is called point source pollution and another one is a non-point source pollution. So point solution means we know the polluted area or polluted substances where it is coming from. If the pollution comes from a single source such as an oil spill, it is called point source pollution. Non-point source pollution, we don't know where it comes from. Maybe many sources. If the pollution comes from many sources, it is called non-point source pollution. So pollutions, water pollutions are of mainly two types: point pollution and non-point source of pollution. Then oxygen depleting, biological oxygen demand or biochemical oxygen demand. We have already discussed that one. Microorganisms that live in water feed on biodegradable substances. When too much biodegradable material is added to water, the number of microorganisms increases and use of the available oxygen. This is called oxygen depletion. Right, groundwater. Then coming to groundwater pollution. A lot of the Earth's water is found underground in soil, or you can see in the water table, or under rock structures called aquifers. Humans often use aquifers as a means to obtain drinking water and build wells to access it. We are digging well in nearby or in the premises of our house, and that water is also getting polluted due to sewage tank is placed nearby. So what happens? This sewage water is leached out and it comes in the well water, and that water is not suitable for drinking purposes. And when this water comes polluted, it is called groundwater pollution. Groundwater pollution is often caused by pesticide contamination from the soil. This can infect our drinking water and cause huge problems. Only, there are different types of septic tank. Septic tank is the major problem. So the groundwater movement, then small well now contaminated by sewage bacteria, irrigation purposes, heavily pumped well. So these are all some of the reasons for polluting groundwater. Then pollution caused by nutrients, eutrophication. You might have heard about this word eutrophication, nutrient enrichment, due to which the algal blooms in oceans, rivers, and lakes or water bodies. Nutrients are essential for plant growth and development. Many nutrients are found in wastewater and fertilizers, and these can cause excess weed and algal growth if large concentrations end up in water. This can contaminate drinking water and clog filters. This can be damaging to the aquatic organisms of the algae, use of the oxygen in the water, leaving none for the surrounding marine life or ocean life or water bodies where it is. Then microorganisms. Microbiological water pollution is usually a natural form of water pollution caused by microorganisms. Many types of microorganisms live in water that can cause fish, land, animal, and humans to become ill. Microorganisms such as bacteria, viruses, protozoa. So these are all the things we have discussed in the environmental issues. And this particular picture shows the people and animals in Goa countries using polluted water for drinking. See, then pollution caused by suspended matter, non-biodegradable substances, as we can usually see in our areas. In Trivandrum, in Amaranjan Toad, you might have heard about this. Amaranjan Toad is filled with plastic bottles. Some pollutants do not dissolve in water. Their molecules are too big to mix between the water molecules. This material is called particulate matter and can often be a cause of water pollution. Non-biodegradable substances, toxic chemicals. These are all some of the suspended materials. Chemical pollution. See, the factory is located near the rivers or oceans or sea, and all the effluents are flows into the nearby lakes or river or oceans or sea. Industrial and agricultural work involves the use of many different chemicals that can run off into water and pollute it. And this particular picture shows the industry is located on the banks of a river, and sewage wastewater pollution. Domestic, household, industrial, and agricultural practices produce wastewater that can cause pollution of many lakes and rivers. And this photograph shows the detergent water being let into a river. See, these are all the reasons for water pollution. See, potable water is nowadays a very precious material. We are taking potable water, and that potable water is not good for even it is not good for drinking, but we are forced to take. That is why we are advising the people to boil drinking water before we are using boiled water 100 degrees Celsius, so that all the microorganisms present in the water may get eliminated. So what are the materials dumped into the water bodies? Mainly anthropogenic activities, human activities. See, the domestic waste. The main domestic waste is detergent. Detergent pollution is a great pollution in rivers and oceans. Then another thing is industrial waste. Then non-biodegradable waste or garbages dumped into nearby water bodies. These are all our practices. And the next century, we are facing a great problem of drinking water. We are facing a greatest problem, or the next century is the war for maybe sometimes it is war for getting drinking water. So these are all the things you should remember. You should not dump waste materials into the water bodies. You should not dump into your sewages or domestic sewage in the nearby water bodies. So we can save drinking water. We can save water at first. Then coming to potable water. See, these are all the some of the causes for water pollution. And then pollution caused by marine dumping. See, cardboard. Nowadays, the waste are dumped into the deep seas, especially e-waste. The recent reports shows that e-waste are dumped deep in the sea. This is also a very harmful thing we are doing, we are practicing. The cardboard is degrading. It will take 2 weeks to degrade cardboards, 6 weeks to degrade newspapers. Foam takes 50 years to degrade. Styrofoam takes 80 years to degrade. Aluminum takes 200 years to degrade. See, these are all the time taken by each substances to degrade the substances from the water. Plastic packaging takes 400 years to degrade. Should not throw plastics or polythene bags, polythene covers into the water bodies. Pollution caused by marine dumping. Industrial waste, already we have discussed. Industry is a huge source of water pollution. It produces pollutants that are extremely harmful to people and the environment. Pollution caused by radioactive waste. Nuclear waste is produced from industrial, medical, and scientific processes that use radioactive material. Water pollution caused by oil. Oil spills. Oceans are polluted by oil on a daily basis from oil spills, routine shipping, runoffs, and dumping. Oil spills makes up to 12% of the oil that enters the ocean. The rest come from shipping travel, drains and dumping. See, oil pollution is another serious issue. Pollution caused by underground storage leakage. See, a tank or piping network that has at least 10% of its oil underground is known as an underground storage tank. They often store substances such as petroleum that are harmful to the surrounding environment should it become contaminated. So, pollution caused by air pollution also indirectly affecting or directly affecting the water pollution. Air pollution means that water vapor absorb more of these gases and become even more acidic. When it rains, the water is polluted with these gases. This is called acid rain. When acid rain pollutes marine habitats such as rivers, lakes, aquatic life is harmed. So air pollution also directly polluting the water. Then global warming. What happens after global warming? The aquatic animals die. An increase in water temperature can result in death of many aquatic organisms and disrupt many marine habitats. The rise in the Earth's water temperature is caused by global warming. Eutrophication, we have discussed just before. Eutrophication, nutrient enrichment. When the environment becomes enriched with nutrients, this can be a problem in marine habitats such as lakes, as it can cause algal blooms. So, what are the health impacts of water pollution? Heavy metals from industrial processes can accumulate in nearby lakes and rivers. Industrial waste often contains many toxic compounds that damage the health of aquatic animals and those who eat them. If the aquatic animals, such as fishes, have that particular compound, if that fish is eaten by the human beings, then it will affect the humans. So it is a chain of processes. Microbial pollutants from sewage often results in infectious diseases that infect aquatic life and terrestrial life through drinking water. Then how do we prevent water pollution? The following are the ways to prevent water pollution. Conserve water by turning off the tap when running water is not necessary. This helps prevent water shortages and reduces the amount of contaminated water that needs treatment. Be careful about what you throw down your sink or toilet. Don't throw paints, oils or other forms of litter down the drain. Use environmentally household products such as washing powder, household cleaning agents and toiletries. So we are cleaning different types of chemicals using cleaning our toilets. Take great care not to overuse pesticides and fertilizers. This will prevent runoff the material into nearby water sources. By having more plants in your garden, you are preventing fertilizer, pesticides, and contaminated water from running off into nearby water sources. Don't throw litter into rivers, lakes, or oceans. Help clean up any litter you see on beaches or in rivers and lakes. Make sure it is safe to collect the litter and put it in a nearby dustbin. These are all the practices or the culture we can learn. Removal of pollutants from wastewater. Wastewater treatment before raw sewage can be safely released back into the environment. It needs to be treated correctly in a water treatment plant. In a water treatment plant, sewage goes through a number of chambers and chemical processes to reduce the amount and toxicity of the waste. So, wastewater treatment. After treating the wastewater, then only it is released into the nearby water bodies. Removal of pollutants from wastewater. Denitrification, first thing. Denitrification is an ecological approach that can be used to prevent the leaching of nitrates in soil. This in turn stops any groundwater from being contaminated with nutrients. Then removal of pollutants were septic tanks. Septic tanks treat sewage at the place where it is located rather than transporting the waste through a treatment plant or sewage system. Septic tanks are usually used to treat sewage from an individual building. Then this is the novel idea, removal of pollutants from wastewater, that is ozone wastewater treatment. And ozone wastewater treatment is a method that is increasing in popularity nowadays. An ozone generator is used to break down pollutants in the water source. This is a novel idea. So I will show you some of the photographs showing the pollution of river. This is a photograph showing the river pollution. This is another one. This is another. These are all the photographs showing water pollution. And this much about water pollution. Could you follow me? Any doubt in this? You can ask me directly. So these are all the things, how to prevent the water pollution. What are the things which are causing water pollution? What is water pollution? Okay, the next class we can see the marine pollution. Today let us stop our class. Thank you very much. Thank you.